Yo! Video games.
Tokon.
I was gonna say
Great.
big rumor
I love it.
this week is there's a big Nintendo Direct this week. Now there's a rumor on top of a rumor on top of a rumor. There's
The Soulcalibur thing was fake.
They're stacking rumors. I was gonna ask you about that.
Stacking.
I never had a.
I
never thought it was real. But part of me was kind of like.
Sometimes I read rumors and go like, that might be true. And other times I'm like, that's total bullshit. And I started reading the article.
But how would you feel though? I mean, if we did go back to.
It got me excited, dude. I clicked the fucking article.
Yeah.
There was a rumor that Soulcalibur was going to be in the latest Nintendo Direct chat. That's rumored for later this month.
Soulcalibur 7. Like,
and I was like, fucking what?
What if like Nintendo's like funding it themselves?
Fire Emblem, dude. All the shitty sword characters that are in Smash have a place now.
Yeah.
Like,
Get out of Smash.
get out of Smash, you fuckers, and get into here.
What if it wasn't okay? So wouldn't that maybe not Soulcalibur? Maybe they just like Nintendo asked Namco, can you get a bunch of the old Project Soul people? We want like a Zelda fighter, you know, or we want a Fire Emblem fighter, or
It's got
like
like that's like equivalent to the fucking ArcSys making the Dissidia 2D fighting game, like Marvel Tokon.
right.
But it's all Final Fantasy characters.
Namco has people who work just with Nintendo now.
Yeah.
They have like two separate like parts of the company.
And they just they take a few dudes.
Yeah,
And
they're
let's
like,
make a team to make a.
That sounds
let's
awesome.
make a weapon-based 3D fighter for Zelda,
Jesus.
or Fire Emblem, or what?
Or just like Nintendo fantasy IPs in general.
Yeah.
So you'd have like.
I mean, Zelda kind of can fit.
I mean, because it's Zelda, but like
No, chat. For those that are confused, there was a Soulcalibur rumor. It has been debunked. The person that was like teasing a Soulcalibur thing was actually not intentionally teasing a Soulcalibur thing. They're like, oh no, that's not what I meant at all. And a lot of people thought it was teasing Soulcalibur. Long story short, this is just a hypothetical what if, because there's not even a rumor anymore. It's not happening. Soulcalibur's gone for a very long time.
Soulcalibur's dead for a while.
It's dead for a while, dude. You gotta give it like a decade. Which is sad. Oh my God. I was just watching Soulcalibur 6 gameplay too, dude. I'm like, fuck, I want to play this game again.
You're not going to be 35 when the next Soul Calibur comes out?
We are going to be 35 to 30. You might be 36, I might be 35.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
No, me and Nadia just played Soulcalibur 6. We went back because I got her.
How'd you like it?
She was mine. She likes it pretty good. But remember the leverless?
Yeah.
And then we got it custom made, so
Oh,
now
nice.
it has a custom plate. And we were just like, okay, let's boot up Street Fighter. And like, let's boot up or CVS 2. Then we booted up Soulcalibur 6 and just went at it, you know, for hours or whatever. And it's kind of like, God, I miss this game.
You know what's fucking crazy is that guess who also knew how to play Soulcalibur as well? Jessica.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jessica used to play Taki.
I know.
And she would play to fight against my character region in the arcade before we were going out. So that's
that.
funny.
Well, I remember there were times where she would, I think it was the mall and also the college arcade, she would come in and play like Soulcalibur 2.
Yeah.
And, you know, just for a little bit.
I think Soulcalibur is just a game that naturally gravitates towards like anybody.
Well,
it lost its identity over time.
Yeah, I mean, Soulcalibur has that great quality of like press buttons, watch stuff happen.
Yeah.
Like, even if you know nothing about fighting games, you can pick, you know, a character and they're going to be really flashy and they're going to do stuff and you press some buttons and it looks cool.
Yeah.
You know, it has this sort of like very, very like, oh, I like this. This is very easy to grasp.
Yeah.
Jump into. It's weird and almost in a way where I'm like, I almost wonder like, Nintendo, why don't you just...
Why don't you just... seems very...
Why don't you just take Soulcalibur?
It already seems very Nintendo-y by like default. Like Soulcalibur has always felt like a very Nintendo-y franchise to me. Just in general.
Yeah, maybe because the two
Link,
or what?
The two, but I mean, when it wasn't on GameCube again, it was sort of disappointing. It was stuck to PlayStation and Xbox, and that was sort of disappointing, you know? And then they were like, here's Soulcalibur Legends.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I beat that game.
That game fucking sucks.
Oh, it's balls.
It's balls. It's really bad.
It's bad.
Anyway, yeah, I knew Soulcalibur would have been really
I would take a new Soulcalibur or a new Soulcalibur like by Namco if it was like IP based on a Nintendo property or whatever.
Well, I mean, like, how many sword guys could they have in Zelda?
I mean, if you want to dig deep into it, because I mean, you got multiple versions of Link and Ganondorf and Zelda and Sheik, you know, and just going into, and then you have all the champions now from like all the newer games and stuff. There's a lot you can pull from now.
All right. Because I kind of gave up on Zelda a little while ago.
All right, it's 11 o'clock.
We won't start that.
Zelda
haven't
hasn't
Steve.
really been great
You know.
for almost 20 years. Just think about it.
Steve said there was like a burning orphanage.
Link
I got a
Between
text.
Worlds is pretty good. I don't want to be too mean to that.
And he said there was like a fire in an orphanage, and he stopped by to rescue orphans.
Project Crossover Fighters. Ugh.
Oh, that's you, Kenny. Sorry, I mistexted.
Oh, that's okay. Why? It would be Fire Emblem
say you love me?
spinoff. Let's be serious. That's okay because Fire Emblem has a lot of characters and a lot of weapons, and there you go. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Did Steve change his phone number?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe he did.
What do you think? What do you think about my crazy Smash prediction?
What's your expectation?
That they're just gonna sell.
Oh yeah, the
version.
expansion. I hope it comes true. I don't think it will. I hope that's the case.
Now,
They
the
should
thing-
absolutely expand on that game and not just
Yeah.
like fresh reboot.
But remember-
No, like Brawl 2-4.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they should do that.
The thing that gets me is people say like fighting games do this all the time.
I want 100
They
different weapons.
shorten their roster and it was fine. It was super successful, like Tekken Tag 2 to Tekken 7. I'm like, but Smash is nothing but a crossover.
And it's
It is
also-
not a unique IP fighter with characters and story.
Yeah.
It is just a crossover.
Exactly.
It's only ever been a crossover. The core feature of Smash Brothers is these characters from these franchises are fighting each other. So taking any of that away will only ever seem like a downgrade. And a lot of people are like, well, they should refresh the roster. I think they can do that without having to reset the whole thing.
Yeah.
But like they should reset, they should give new movesets. Movesets should change, blah blah blah. And sure, that's totally fine. But do you think that, I don't know, 20 to 30 million people who bought Smash Brothers sat there and, Mario's moveset should really change. He's had the same move since Brawl. No one fucking thinks like that. Like they're just like, is Dr. Mario in the game?
You know who thinks like that? Call of Duty developers. Hey, here's a new Call of Duty. All those skins you bought, they're in the garbage.
Kenny's on a roll today.
Hell yeah,
Call of
brother.
Duty is the new rock.
He's the new Fast and Furious.
Fast and
It's the new Fast and Furious. You know who
It's the
thinks like
new-
that? Call of Duty. Hey, you spent, here's a game, and you spent $200 on cool skins that you enjoyed. They're gone.
I spent
Can I-
$2.50 and I went down the drain. I
Yeah.
should have bought a lotto ticket.
Yeah.
I said this, when Smash Ultimate was getting its roster
Who are
concluded, that guys,
The Fast and Furious.
enjoy this moment in time because Smash is in its absolute golden era with Minecraft Joe and all this shit that's being added to it. Because this will never happen again. There's no way they're gonna get the
Talk about the
licenses for
Brawly
all these
origin.
Well,
characters.
here's the crazy thing: is that Sakurai's putting his finishing touches on Kirby Air Riders right now. He's probably been making that game for like 3 years.
He's probably
or
been
something.
making them both in tandem.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe, but if he's making both in tandem, do you really think he's fucking like rebooting Smash from the ground up? If he was going to work on both of those fucking games, I mean, one Smash Brothers game has put him into the ER like twice. So let's just think about that. But the other thing too is that I
It's
think
not just that.
I think Nintendo wants a Smash sooner than later.
I also don't think his role is going to be the same.
I don't think.
You think he's going to willingly give that up?
I don't think Nintendo wants that.
I think that what Kenny's saying is true. I think Nintendo realizes that we don't want to stop making these games, right? Yeah. And there was a problem. You were responsible for way too much on 3DS and Ultimate. Yeah. He was responsible for way too fucking much. He did 10 years of just straight work, right?
Yeah.
So you have to think from a Nintendo perspective also. We can't have you running the whole show again, bro.
But the thing is, I am thinking from a Nintendo perspective a little bit, where he quit HAL, and then Iwata went out of his way, to try to get him at E3, and I need you to direct the next Smash Bros. For Brawl. He had a meeting in a hotel room. Iwata personally called him to his room, and it was I want you to direct. And Nintendo went out of their way to go get a guy who doesn't work for them anymore. They did it multiple times, which is kind of why I'm now the caveat is
it's
that,
very much like a James Cameron, is what you're saying.
But it's also, this is a different era. Iwata's dead.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's an accountant
And he's a
running
lot
the
older.
show.
He's in his mid-50s now or some shit.
Yeah, so there's an accountant running the show now, so he might be more like what you say, where they're okay, well, we need to get this done.
And it's not that they need to get it done, it's that they also have to start thinking into the future. They don't want this to be the last Smash Brothers. They probably don't want Ultimate to be the last Smash Brothers. So they got to be like...
You can't not make a new Smash.
We can't not make new Smash Brothers, dude.
Yeah.
They're so marketable and so good for us.
Yeah.
So... And also, obviously, this dude isn't going to want... He probably doesn't want to be in this situation, but it's probably like an offer that he clearly can't refuse, like type of thing. It might be one of those. Well, he's doing fucking Kirby Air Rider of all goddamn games, dude. It's like, this is weird. So anyway, I think there is probably a precedent in Nintendo that you need to have like a protege or a team that is being taught. Like, you cannot be the main source for all of this design. Like, and just be the one person and then pass it along to this other dev team, which is sort of what was happening. I think they need to have, like, we need you to teach your design process to all these people, which lines up because Sakurai did a whole fucking YouTube channel that is him trying to, like, I want to teach people because I'm kind of done. Like, he kind of gave the impression, I'm sort of done with this shit, so I'm going to tell all my secrets to everybody for absolutely free. It's going to cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm done. And for some reason, I'm working again. I think he's working again so that he can teach people. That's what I think.
I don't even know if Nintendo really wants to do it because it's just like they have one of their most success. It's just like this diamond mine, and especially when it came to DLC, and like, okay, we're just gonna shut it down. They could have been releasing DLC till the cows come home and make money out the wazoo. Like, why'd they stop?
But I agree with you. It 100% should be an expansion of Smash Ultimate's roster. It 100% should be an expansion of Smash Ultimate. It should be like a
absolutely.
an advanced Smash Brothers Ultimate Advanced or some shit.
We said that, and people got angry at us.
People said that we got angry at us. But I'm like,
guys are stupid
but I said
bitches.
it's like, dude, you're not refilling the licenses. There's no other roster of a brand new Smash game that does it for you like this does. Yeah. Like, there just isn't. Like, if you start thinking of all the other characters that are available, and it's like, yeah, you start spreading out a little bit, like Doom Guy, Expedition 33 Man, Hollow Knight. Like, there's some things that are here and there that could make it a little spicy to a certain degree. Yeah. But, like, you're not matching fucking Snake and Cloud and Sephiroth.
There is Crash. You could put Crash in Smash.
Crash is nothing close to Minecraft Jim. He's nothing close to Sora.
It sort of completes that sort of that trifecta of like
It's sort of
Sony versus Microsoft versus Nintendo.
But you know what it's like? You put Crash in Smash and like, but then he's not like, you know, all these other characters not. That's like when you had Freddy Krueger and then Jason in the next game, and you're like, God damn it, Freddy Krueger and Jason could have been great in the same game, you know. But I'm like, well, you're not gonna. You know, I call him Krugen. Why? Because I love it.
Astrobot, you know, these are sort of like the new characters that would be good, but like a lot of people would look back at that Smash Ultimate roster as having like the GOAT legend characters, you know?
Why? Because fuck it. But no, and it's like DLC, and it's just
Gex.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
You know, imagine
he's not back. Who's back?
Yes, he is.
He is back.
Yeah, imagine
someone else is back.
Bubsy.
Yeah.
Bubsy's back.
Fucking Bubsy. There is some deity out there. Someone is like sacrificing goats in the woods somewhere to make sure Bubsy keeps coming back. Like, there is some pagan god that is being fed somehow.
Blood of children.
This mediocre at best motherfucker keeps coming back, keeps getting new games and remasters. And we all have to fucking suffer for it.
I'll give you a thing that like.
It'd be like Jeff Keighley going like, I'm super proud to present, you know, a legendary game. I played it 2 months ago. It's incredible. I can't wait for y'all to see it. Here's our world premiere, and it's Mr. Bones.
Mr. Bones!
It's Mr. Bones.
He's back!
He's back. Like, oh shit. Jeff played it? Oh god.
So yeah, I mean, to me, there is no way.
Okay.
There's no way you make a Smash Brothers follow-up game that doesn't have this
that doesn't piss people off.
Smaller roster, but it's a rework. The movesets for everyone's been redone. That will still piss people off.
The thing is, even hardcore Smash players they'll find that interesting. Yeah. But like 99% of people don't give a fuck. Yeah. They just want more characters. This is why this is the reason why Marvel 2 is like one of the most, for the longest time, like this is the best fighting game ever because it had like the most characters.
Yeah. Everyone was here in Marvel 2.
That was that case.
If they made a new Smash and it would like go crazy, you shake up the world and you put Luffy in it.
Oh my god, Monkey D. Luffy.
Monkey D. Luffy. And
But that does reach outside of the initial space. That's
outside of it.
Yeah.
And you know, or people
Goku and Luffy are the obvious ones, but that does reach outside of the traditional bubble that Smash resides in.
Yeah.
Smash has a huge expansive roster to a degree.
Yeah, of course.
But I think you can have Call of Duty guy, but you're not going to have like, you know, Jason Statham.
Jason
this.
Statham.
Yeah.
I mean because
Mortal Kombat could.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat could. My tinfoil hat theory. And now it's more of a chance since Multiverses is gone.
Yeah.
Because
Multiverses was that.
Multiverses was going to have Mortal Kombat. Yeah. I guarantee you.
You're never getting a Mortal Kombat in a platform
Chat.
fighter.
I'm sorry, Kenny. I'm actually being completely honest with you here. When we were completely on the board of like, we think Smash Ultimate will have Sub-Zero. That did not happen. Because I think obviously that game is so Sakurai coded that he doesn't know what the fuck Mortal Kombat barely is to a certain degree, right?
He probably knows it exists.
He knows it exists, but nothing in affiliation. Terry Bogard made it before Sub-Zero, which is exactly my point. But however, I will say, Kenny, I do think the chances of like a Mortal Kombat character, a Scorpion or Sub-Zero showing up in like a Tekken is likely higher than you think.
Well, probably.
I think that is actually a chance. Legit a chance.
Probably. I was, you know, like, when I took Ed over to the booth at the Tekken booth.
Yeah, they knew each other.
They
have a relationship with each other.
Yeah, and they were like excited. And even Michael's like, "Hey, dude, how do you know like Ed?" And I'm like, "Well, I just know him because you know I've been."
And to be completely real, Tekken's at a spot where it's like they've already done the Final Fantasy character, which is why Tifa in Tekken is like a very loose dream at this point. Having two Final Fantasy characters would be pretty rough. Yeah. So I think that like
it was rough for Smash Brothers.
Hey, so there you go. There's my chance. And hey, Bandai Namco made that fucking game.
Yes.
So I'm just saying, we didn't think there. You thought there could be like, oh, it's gonna be Sora or something. And then here's another Final Fantasy VII character. I'm just saying, I want Tifa in Tekken, but I can understand why they would not want to do that. They've already done one Final Fantasy character, and it was like fine. But I could see them. We need to expand our player base to people that don't normally.
Exactly.
And here's the crazy part: there is way more in common of any other fighting game from Tekken to MK. Yeah. Tekken and MK are really fucking similar when you start to actually break it down.
When you break down their controls.
Their control schemes. And like, I get it. MK is 2D, one is 3D, but that's like the biggest difference. Those games are really not that crazy different to grasp conceptually for potentially an MK player to be like, hey, that looks cool. I can try this Tekken game. You know what I mean? So I think that there's like, there's definitely a space for that to exist.
There definitely is. There definitely is. But yeah, I mean, I'd say like, isn't it obnoxious that Sakurai put another Final Fantasy character in? Was another 7 character? But you know what I think he did is one, he wanted a villain, and he's like, who's the most popular villain outside of Bowser? It's Sephiroth. And then I was like, I think the other thing I'd give Sakurai credit for this. That was bullshit. How screwed he got on the music for Cloud.
Oh,
just the two tracks.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I get it. I see. That's how his brain works. That is how Sakurai's brain is different from other like people making fighting games, where he's just like, this is an injustice. We should have gotten more music. Let's put another 7 character in there. But we already have one. Don't care.